And take 43. No, not really. So, who are we and what do we want?
We are Barry and Julie, or Julie and the Bear.
Yeah.
And you're Bear McQuaid of the Recipient
Well,
Show.
I'm
You're
playing.
the visionary of the Recipient Show.
Oh.
And I'm married to the visionary of the Recipient Show. And like we said in episode 2, it's a blast living with you.
It's
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I have hot flashes now, and
She
I
does.
have heat rash.
She has hot flashes. I look at her and it's like, whoa, you are unusually attractive.
That's so
Isn't that a
nice,
hot
isn't
flash?
That just fills my love jar up. My love cup.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm meditating on how wives need to respect the husband and how it comes with the same seminar, like men love their wives. That's kind of interesting. It's good to just review that stuff. Someone said that going to marital counseling is actually devastating for your relationship.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of can understand that because it's always your fault. And
It's always the man's fault.
it's always man's
No, it's not, really.
We talk about things,
Okay.
But
Anyway.
that brings us to the blended family thing, right?
The blended family.
Yeah, we have a special visitor.
Yes, my son is in town. See, he's in the Seabees, the CB dad.
You know what CB is?
CB is the construction battalion from the Navy. So they fight and they build. And my younger son has been in there 5 years. 5 years. And it seems like it was just yesterday he left.
Wow.
He left for boot camp a boy and he came back a man.
Boy, it really does do something. Totally
He's matured so much.
amazing transformation.
Yeah.
He grew up really, did he grow up too fast? He sure is a man though. It's amazing.
And he had a great surprise for me. He was going to take me out to lunch for Father's Day.
Yeah,
But
I
I
was
said-
sleeping.
Night shift.
Night shift, yeah. Not just
I
sleep all the
suggested
time.
Yeah, I suggested we come back here and grill steaks. So he's cool for that, and he came over and he brought my other son and my daughter-in-law.
Woohoo!
So it's been, I don't know how long, it's been at least 2 years since we all got together.
Wow, that's kind of, some people talk to their kids every day. And I'm just like, wow, you are an amazing kid that you talk to your parents every day. And we don't have that luxury.
No,
it's
he's,
really...
he's been stationed in Italy for 2 years.
Yeah, but
it was
it's
really
just
good to see
interesting
him,
how
though.
there's family dynamics and
Yeah.
how communication can go 2 years before you have all the kids together. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was
It's
really
pretty cool.
cool. It was great Father's Day.
Yay.
Thanks, you guys, if you're watching.
Oh, I wanted to do, maybe later we could do like the hats of fathers. You know how we did the hats
Oh,
of mothers for
yeah.
Mother's Day? There's a whole nother stack of hats that just are
Maybe.
crying to like, this is the safety drill sergeant.
Yeah.
And, oh, here, I'm having a hot flash here.
Oh,
Hot.
yeah.
Where's my fan? Whew.
So, speaking of Father's Day,
Yes.
I wanted to give a mini tribute to my dad.
Oh,
He
can
is
I
a-
have the clapper?
He is a wonderful man, and thought I'd say a few good words about him. What can I say about my dad? Great role model. I love him dearly. He gave his life to the Lord when he was about 26. He was a good man before that, but he just wouldn't surrender to God. And the funny thing is, he knew the Bible, and he told me stories about when he was younger. He would go out at night and look at the moon to see if it had turned red,
Oh, because of the revelation.
because he knew that the Lord was going to come back when the moon turned red. That's one of the signs. So he was scared. He didn't want to miss the rapture.
Yikes.
But eventually he gave his heart to the Lord. And I didn't know him before that. I was very young. But from what I heard, his heart softened, and he became from a tough old Swede to just a wonderful, loving man. And when he became a Christian, he said, "I won't be a pastor or a missionary." Well, guess what? He became a pastor. And he touched a lot of lives. And there are so many people out there that are really glad that that he was their pastor and that he was in their
Yeah,
lives.
it's neat to hear those stories, and they still call him today.
Yeah.
20, 30 years down the road, they're
Yep.
still like thanking him.
And he is an example of how to grow old. That's how it should be done. Because a lot of times people get old, they get cranky, and curmudgeon.
Ugh, curmudgeons.
Not him. Not him.
Not that. No.
No, he just.
Yeah. I work
he-
with a lot of older people,
Yeah.
and when they wake up after surgery, they're just angry, and they really need to
Yeah.
have a
Not Dad. He's becoming more like Jesus every day.
yeah.
So I love
It's
you, Dad.
Still my funnest thing to do with your mom and dad. Dad's always leading a great discussion, is sitting around the coffee table, and we just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk and talk and talk, and we just talk about really cool Christ-centered things. And it's just natural conversation, and it's just it's not awkward. It's loving, and there's always just really good, just meaty discussion. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Cool.
Love our dads. And I go on and on about my dad, but that's for a whole nother set.
I think it's time for a shout out.
All right.
How about Mike and Phyllis?
Mike and Phyllis.
Good friends of my mom and dad's.
Oh.
In
hey, Mike
fact,
and Phyllis.
They're Mike's mom and dad were good friends with my mom and dad back in the day, up in northern Minnesota, northwestern Minnesota.
Oh.
So I remember going over to their house and hanging out with Mike's little brother, and Mike would be hanging out with. He had this big camera with a big old flash thing. He'd put her up to his eyes and go, "Whoa, whoa." Hey man, that was the '70s, you know.
Was he doing something?
Oh, we'll leave that, And I remember another time, he was a big guy, He'd grab me by the ankles and hold me upside down. He shook the change out of my pockets.
Oh my.
So
You must have been in.
I was 10 at the time.
Yeah, fine.
He was a little older.
Some of the stuff
anyway,
that people do. With
Mike and
kids.
Phyllis,
Just
they
flip
are
'em around.
the recipient fans,
Oh,
and
nice.
love you guys.
Yeah. So, what's happening?
A recipient update.
Sure.
We are extending our Indiegogo crowdfunding operation another 30 days.
Ooh.
And we got good things planned. We got contests, and we're teaming up with some really good people. Maybe some surprises.
Maybe we should make episode 30 like the big discussion about the big money making opportunity for people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there's one in between here, but
Okay. Well, how about a bad idea segment?
oh,
Quick one.
great. You want me to do it?
Do you want to throw it out there? What's a bad idea?
A bad idea would probably be what do you call female finances?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Expensive. So racking up a credit card and not paying off.
Oh, max out your credit card,
Uh-huh.
like on designer clothes and vacations,
Uh-huh.
and then just paying minimum.
Yeah. Oh.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
You'll be paying forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what about when couples don't have the same checking account? Is that a bad idea?
I think having separate finances, well, when it's like, oh, that's your money and this is my money, that's bad. That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you're
all
one. A couple
thing.
is one. If you're one unit, how come you have separate money? That doesn't make any sense.
It kind of speaks about trust or something.
Absolutely. Trust. So,
So, from both of us,
from both of us, all of us,
Oh,
both
the-
of us,
our company,
here at the Palm,
it's Palm House Productions,
Palm Productions.
that makes the recipient.
Yeah.
So that is the people behind the recipient is
We're signing off.
from the Palm.
All right. Bless you guys.
Yes. Have a happy rest of the week.